everyone. We're playing the demo of Prey. You ever play the original Prey? I didn't. But this has nothing to do with it, so that's okay. This also doesn't have anything to do with Prey 2, which was in development for some time, but was cancelled. This is a completely unrelated game, also called Prey. It's developed by Arcane Studios, and apparently the idea was that they were going to make a spiritual successor to System Shock. As we know, System Shock is actually getting a remake, and System Shock 3 is going to be made, but by someone else. That's not this team. This team wanted to make their own System Shock, and that's what they've done with Prey. Now, we're playing the demo on the Xbox One. The demo also came out on the PlayStation 4. The demo did not come out on the PC, even though the game has been released on the PC. Apparently, I read that there was a statement saying that if you wanted to play a demo for the PC, just go ahead, buy the game on Steam, and refund it if you don't like it, and there you go. I'm pretty sure Valve doesn't want the refund system to be used like that, but you have Arcane's blessings, I guess. Go ahead and refund the game if you just don't want to play it after a couple hours. But we're going to play the opening hour right now. Going to start this up. I assume that we are. I pressed A. Nothing's happened. Oh, there we go. Okay. It says to pre-order Prey today. Well, hold on now. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We couldn't pre-order anyway. The game has come out at this point. This did come out before the launch of the game, but it's come out and people seem to like it generally. Mixed reviews, I guess. The downsides that people seem to have with this game have to do with the combat, which apparently some people don't really like. Other people like the whole atmosphere and all of the options that you have with how you can get across the environment and defeat enemies and such. Well, I'm not going to continue the demo because we want to see it from the beginning. So we're going to launch this demo. Choose a new save slot. Alright, difficulties. Easy, survival won't be a problem for me, or normal, using my wits, weapons, and abilities to survive. Well, I have 2 out of 3 of those things. Hard, my wits are the only thing that will keep me alive, so I would be in big trouble. And nightmare, nothing can save me. Well, I don't want to be in a situation where nothing can save me, so let's just probably play on normal. Alright, choose a gender. I don't think this actually changes the story at all. We can go with male MU or female MU. I play through the demo as male U, so I guess we'll play right now as female U, and I'll see if anything actually has changed. There's some red in that eye. Should get that looked at. Alright, you know what it's time for now? It is time for loading. We have to load our apartment. PC version does seem to have faster load time. I mean, that's especially going to be the case if you have an SSD, but just on normal HD, it seems like it has been improved. On the consoles, I've tried this on both Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Loading, pretty substantial when you're going into a new area. We don't see this too much during the demo. Like, I think a couple times, maybe. We'll see. But like it says, we're waking up in our apartment in the far-off year of 2032. It's really not that far off. I guess we'll see what the future looks like. What do they predict things will look like in the year 2032 in MU's apartment? We'll find out in just a bit. It's happening. You can't stop it. See, we were loading into another loading screen. The apartment is worth the wait. I assure you. It's worth the loading time. There we go.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
Hey, Morgan, wake up. You're burning daylight. Sent a helicopter to pick you up. It's just a few tests. Don't forget to wear your suit. See you soon. Oh, listen, really great you decided to come on board. We're gonna shake things up, Morgan. Like old times.
All right, it's our first day on the job. We're Morgan Yu, and look at our nice apartment. We have this beautiful view. Door's jammed. I cannot open the door. I can jump. But opening this door? Not an option. We can't go out on the balcony and enjoy the view. Anyway, we can look around our apartment. I can climb on my desk. If there was a reason I wanted to do that. I can pick things up. Not quite everything can be picked up. Most things. I can climb on the back of this desk. We're pretty agile. So, the way I spent the beginning of this demo when I was playing it was I picked up everything you could possibly pick up. And I threw it on the bed. So by the time I was done, every single thing in this apartment was on the bed. And the reason I did this was just something that I thought of a while back. I played Soma. I really like Soma. That ended up being really good. The way I started that game off was the exact same thing. Picked up everything in the apartment and threw it on the bed. And eventually, it just got too much. Too much stuff. Congratulations. And every time I would look at the bed, the frame rate would go way down. And eventually, when there was too much stuff on the bed, the game crashed when I looked at it. Well, I can report. That does not happen in Prey. I threw every single thing on this bed, and the frame rate did not take a hit. Very well-made game. Can handle all of our earthly possessions being on the bed. And that's really, when it comes down to it, the main test of how well-programmed the game is. I'm not going to throw everything on the bed right now, because I already did it. It takes actually kind of a while to go through this entire apartment and make sure everything is on the bed. We don't need to do it. We need to make sure this is. There we go. I needed to make sure that was on the bed. All right, what's this? All right, talking about neuromods. We don't know what that is, but it mentions that you stick it on your eye. Keep your eye open. Press the trigger. And then dispose of the neuromod. So make sure you don't close that eye when you're applying the neuromod. That doesn't really tell us much about what the neuromod is, just that you have to stick it on your eye. And I don't like that. I always found putting things on my eye to be pretty unpleasant. We can also look at our email, and I'm just going to say this HUD on the monitor, and it's way too big. You really don't need it to be this big on a monitor this size. Let's read our emails. Let's see. We're being congratulated on coming aboard soon. We got a new job. Oh, this definitely has to go on the bed. Get that away from the computer. This too. All right, what else we got? Delivery. Okay, so Alex sent us a package, uniform, transcribe, and a neuromod. We have to install the neuromod, but I think we already did that before the game started. All right, Alex, again, talking about getting off the phone with mom and dad. So Alex is our bro, assuming our big bro. Mom is disturbed that both of her children are going to be outside the gravitational pull. So we're going up to space, I guess. It's going to be fun. I mean, if your job involves going into space, you know, you're doing all right. Let's see. This manual will introduce you to the fundamentals of modern analog and digital electronics. I would assume someone of our skill set would not need to review these basics of electronics. We know it all. We have it all figured out. This is a very not ominous picture. It's a very happy family. That's us on the right. All the way on the right, by the way. Alex is in the middle. He's the one who called us. I assume the other two are the parents. I don't know that for sure. But I assume that's probably the case. Oh, by the way, yes, it says we can pick that up, but my leverage stat is not high enough. I wish it was. Oh. Let's see. Extraterrestrial intelligence. Talking about how there are so many stars. How could it be that there are no aliens? Aliens must be a thing? Fire in the equations. How can consciousness be explained? We have played video games that have tried to address this. And it seems that we like our MU likes the video games. Nothing in the cabinet, so a lot of interaction going on. The most important interaction, flushing the toilet. But can we go in here? Hold on, did I see a prompt? Thought I saw one for there we go, turn on. There we go. Yes, this is the important part of the day, taking a fully clothed shower. David Cage, I know, would be very upset at this. This is not how you take a shower in David Cage's world, but we do our own thing. We play by our own rules and Prey. Like, for example, I'm going to leave that on. And it turned off automatically. No, it's still on. Okay, I'm going to waste all the water. The heart of the wok. Okay, so we're into cooking. Pomegranate. Let us take all. Actually, I don't think there's any reason to actually take any items here. Because I know we can break this TV. I'm just trying to throw something heavy enough at it that it'll break it. It's not happening. Anyway. I think this is pretty much all we need to look at. Alright. Alex told us we have to put on the suit. Here's the suit. Let's put it on. I did it. The suit is worn. Alright, now we have to go to the roof where a helicopter is waiting for us. Fancy.
Morning, Miss Yu.
Hello.
Heard there's a chopper on the roof. Must be for you.
Yes, I'm very important.
You'll have to take the elevator.
Well, I'm not going to take the stairs, considering how important I am.
Down the hall. But you know that, I guess.
Well, sure, I've lived here for years.
Aren't you going to be late?
I mean, they wait for me.
You're supposed to keep going.
I'm pardon?
You're going to get me in trouble.
What? I'm just having a chat.
I can't talk to you anymore.
I mean, I see you're busy. All right, if you're not going to talk to me.
Stop it.
Look, I'm just trying to carry on a friendly conversation.
Not a good time.
All right, well, how about maybe I'll just take this with me, and you won't have it anymore. Look, we're desperate to make a friend, is all. I'll just leave it here for her. I was just pretending I was going to take it. Anyway, here's the elevator. All right, only 2 floors. Roof and my floor. It's a very personalized elevator. Well, that's funny. Fortunately, carrying it with me would be kind of difficult since I can't actually open anything when I'm holding something. Anyway, here's the helicopter. It's here to take us away because we're very important.
you. Please make yourself comfortable and we'll be on our way. TranStar facility is just a short hop. 78 degrees. Clear skies all the way. That's a nice view on the bay there.
That is gonna back up traffic like you wouldn't believe. Ah, the Prey building.
That is you. Mind the glass on the way out. Good luck to you.
Well, I guess we have to report to our job. That is odd.
Hello, Dr. Yu.
Hello. It's a robot. It's floating. Gonna hide from it. No, it still sees where I am. I cannot hide from the robot. It's all-knowing.
I'm a Sybil 495 science class operator. You probably didn't see me there. It won't be long before you're on a shuttle bound for Talos 1. My instruments are calibrated for high-volume data analysis and live readings. Don't worry, nothing will be missed. Our research often requires intense focus and long hours. I can provide you with a psychoactive stimulant after the test, if necessary.
I'm sure it'll be a very rigorous test. I'll be exhausted after it's over. Can only imagine what's involved.
TranStar has over a dozen state-of-the-art facilities across the globe. More, if you count the entire Earth-Moon system. Everyone's eager to see what you're capable of, Dr. Yu. I know I am.
Can a robot be eager?
All our labs meet the minimum. Strange. That's never happened before. I'll have to file a maintenance request.
Oh, that's weird.
Excuse me, Dr. Yu.
Something that never went wrong before has gone wrong? That's weird. How did that happen?
I'm sure your brother is waiting for you. The elevator will take you directly to the testing area.
All right, it's done talking with me. Let's get our friend. I'm sure we'll get to return this at some point.
Welcome, Morgan Yu.
Hello.
You have a 9 a.m. appointment in the testing facility. Please confirm.
All right.
Morgan!
Bro.
Finally. Would you stop that?
Just like when we were kids.
You don't look terrible in a TranStar uniform. How's your eye? Still red? I know the test might seem a little unconventional, but it's a Yu family tradition. Breaking convention is in our blood. Once you start the test, just do whatever comes natural. Don't overthink it. Dr. Bellamy's gonna walk you through the process. You're in good hands. We'll be in orbit next week. I promise.
Mr. Yu, they're ready for your sister in room A.
Right. Listen, just be yourself. I'll see you after.
I'm pretty intimidated by what these tests might be.
Why?
It's important to keep your inner child alive, Alex.
They're waiting for you, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
I never know if you're serious.
I'll show you how serious I am.
If you'll make your way into room A.
So this, you can jump pretty high, and I assume that must mean that there's going to be platforming. There's also some of this. If you wanted some horror added to your first-person shooter.
I wish I could show you what I've been working on.
Now, I can see plenty in here.
You better get in there before Bellamy gets impatient.
Alex, are you going to tell me the truth of what's happening? I can see right through you. Oh, my perspective. It's all wrong. What a detailed tongue. Anyway, we can't talk to him anymore. They're just too busy trying to hide their horror of what's happening here. Yeah, there we go. They've learned... Alex learned long ago, you just have to let Morgan just go through with it. You can't tell her what to do. Just wait till she gets bored. Oh, well. That's probably enough of that. He can jump pretty good. So I'm wondering if there are jumping puzzles. Anyway, let's take our thing, and let us move on. Oh, can we read that? Yeah, we can. The method.psi. Let's see. What if you could be turned into a mathematician on the level of Einstein in under 10 minutes? And it's talking about neuromods. So Alex says he can turn you into Einstein with only neuromods. Whatever that is. Something that's applied through the eye, it sounds like. Hey.
Good morning, Morgan. I'm Dr. Bellamy. Looks like we have some tests to run through today.
That's what I'm told.
Probably not the kind of thing you're used to, I imagine, but trust me, you're going to do fantastic.
All right.
All good?
I'm sure these will be very difficult tests.
For this first test, I'd like you to remove the boxes from the red circle as quickly as you can. Just go with your gut. Okay? Wonderful. Press the red button when you're ready.
Well, this does sound like a test that's worthy of a scientist of my level. Not just anyone could do this.
Wonderful.
Done.
You're absolutely fine.
Of course I am.
Let's move on to room B, then.
I did it. I moved the boxes.
Okay, Morgan. Listen carefully. I'd like you to do your best to hide in this room. Take your time, relax, think it over.
There are not many places to hide.
You only have 9 seconds. Hit the red button when you're ready to start.
All right. The best place to hide, as we know, is in plain sight. You can't see me. I'll just pretend I'm supposed to be doing this.
Any synaptic register at all? No? No, that's fine. Sorry, let's keep things moving, Morgan. Head into room C. You're doing marvelous.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
All right. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
For this test, please press the blue button across the room as quickly as you can in the most natural, intuitive way possible, without thinking. Just go for it.
All right. Well, what if I decide that maybe this is just a test of my free will, and I choose not to press the blue button?
I'm sorry, can someone please explain to me what's happening? Simmons?
I installed exactly what Tina brought down.
Did you double check?
Speaker's still on.
I apologize, Morgan. We're having some trouble with the equipment. Not your fault. You're doing fabulous, actually. One last room. Let's step into D.
And these are rigorous tests. I mean, Alex was not kidding that these might be tough. We have to rest for the whole day after this.
Can someone get me a cup of coffee? I would appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, Morgan. Have a seat at the table for me, please. Wonderful job. Take a look at the screen in front of you. I'm going to show you a series of questions. Pick the answer that makes the most sense to you. Press start on the screen when you're ready.
All right, let's do it. All right, planning a vacation, somewhere familiar that I know I love, or try something new. I'm reading the question. You can't rush such a brilliant scientist about these questions about where she wants to go on vacation. So, you know, I would probably want to say new, but if I wanted to be honest, I'd probably just go somewhere that I already knew. So let's go with familiar.
Good. Looks like you've got the hang of it.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I can answer questions on a touchscreen. I've been sentenced to death. How does this make me feel? I'm afraid, angry, calm. It was worth it. Well, I mean, I don't know what it is. Probably afraid.
Ooh, that's heavy stuff.
I mean, I think most people would probably answer that. Runaway train is bearing down on 5 people who are tied to the track. You can cause the train to switch tracks, but there is one person tied to the second track. So this is the idea of if you have the option to save people's lives at the cost of less people, is that the choice you should make? Or should you do nothing and let the more people die? Because since you don't do anything, you're not at fault, right? You know, how much does the fact that you took action or did not take action, how much does that actually matter? Or does it matter at all? You know, I would probably say that if I was in this situation, I would probably be paralyzed with fear and not be able to actually make myself pull the switch. So I would say do nothing, not out of an issue of guilt or fault, but just because I probably wouldn't be able to make myself do it.
Not your problem, right?
No, that's not what I said. Let's see. Runaway train is bearing down on 5 people. He's standing on the platform next to an enormously fat man. Pushing him into the track would stop the train. You could push the fat man or do nothing. You know, I get this is supposed to be a moral problem. I'm gonna say it doesn't matter how fat this man is. He is not going to stop a runaway train. That's just not possible. It's just not possible that would actually do the job. So I'm going to say do nothing.
Almost done.
Okay, runaway train is bearing down on 5 people tied to the track. You could stop the train by jumping onto the track, but you would die. Jump on the tracks, though the fat man is still there. He is still an option. Or we could do nothing. So, again, how can I stop the train? Like, if runaway train would just plow right through a single person, or multiple people, for that matter.
Interesting.
Not really.
Well done. Well done. We're nearly through it. For this next part, I'm going to display an image.
All right.
I want you to take a good look at it. In a moment, I'm going to ask you what... is my coffee? It's empty.
That is some strong coffee. Hold on. I'll help you out with that. Let me get this.
Alex,
Simmons, what's going on?
we have a problem.
What about Morgan?
She's alive, sedated.
Clean it up. I'm on my way.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
Well, this looks a little familiar. The doctor, who was giving us the most inane tests ever, got a cup of coffee that was just a little bit too strong, and things did not seem to go well. And now we're just back here. Danger, leave now. Danger, leave now. No, the spam. Why didn't that go to the junk filter? Anyway. Well, we know what we need to do. We need to put on the suit, and we need to go to work. It's our first day on the job. Oh no, Patricia! We were getting along so well, and our light! Oh, and a wrench!
Hello, Morgan. It's time we spoke. My code name is January. You're not dreaming. What happened yesterday was real. If you want to know what's going on, first, you need to get out of your apartment building. You're not safe.
Alright, so things are happening, and we have the traditional melee weapon for this type of game, a wrench. We have to get out of our apartment, but the door that was here, the hallway that led to the elevator, it's not here anymore. You know, Patricia and I were such good friends. I have to take her plastic tubing. I'm not comfortable with leaving her in such an uncomfortable place, so we can't do much for her, but we're going to at least put her somewhere where she will be a bit more comfortable. You know, it's just a symbolic gesture at this point, but I feel like we need to. Okay, get on here. Maybe we can turn around. Yeah? There we go. Well, Patricia, I can only hope that you enjoy spending eternity on this comfy bed. It's very comfortable, I know. I've spent many nights on it. Well, we'll leave Patricia there. Unfortunately, that doesn't really help us out. This doesn't really help us out either. I guess we should leave it with Patricia. It's her prized lamp. There you go. It'll shed light on you always. No, it'll have to point at you to shed light on you always. There we go. That's a nice resting place. So the problem is that the hallway has changed. These doors are locked. Can't do anything here. Oh, I have stamina when I swing this wrench. So I have a wrench. I can bash things if I want to. I can bust my TV now. There we go. So I can break glass if I want to, and here is some glass that perhaps we should break. Gasp. Our apartment, a studio the whole time.
Good. You're in the simulation lab. Now get to the exit. I'll keep in contact.
It's a cool moment, but strangely, when I played the demo, I didn't get this moment. Because you don't have to go out through that way. Like, the way I went out was I went this way, and I thought, what happens if I break the aquarium? And then that's just like a TV. I went through here. So that's how I got out. It's not as cool of a moment, really. It's kind of odd. To me, it seems kind of odd that they allow you to miss the cool moment when you get out of the apartment like that. Anyway, you can pick up materials to craft, but I haven't really done any crafting in this demo. We can also get drunk, get lit, you know. Oh man. My vision is getting blurry. I could pick up this table if I wanted to. Don't tell me I can't. So a weird thing about this demo, you might have noticed the audio sting, right? It sounds very exciting. Nothing's happening. So an enemy has appeared somewhere, just not here. Oh, there it is. That's happened to me multiple times in this demo, where the music gets intense and I completely miss whatever it was that it was signaling. Oh, I didn't see where the enemy went. Oh, there it is. There we go. I killed it. I can take its organ. It also has a mimic tumor, which I cannot take because I need necropsy. I don't have that skill. If I got that skill, I could take that tumor and perhaps gain abilities. It said mimic tumor. Now, remember that we saw that thing before. It imitated the coffee cup when we were taking those tests. Let's see. This SKU is defective. ICOP 0876. All right. That's really bad IT security, Marco. Let's check his emails. Let's see. Password protection. I mean, see, it's from Danielle to Marco. Yeah, Marco, you really need to be told about that. Note about this morning. This morning's incident has left people shaken. Don't talk about it. Don't worry about Dr. Bellamy. Let's see. Test results were all negative. Did we install the correct neuromods? Talking about us, I believe. Whatever it was they expected from us didn't happen. There's a safe. I don't have the combo. The safe code is... Someone wiped it out. Didn't want people getting in that safe. And now it's giving me an explanation about the wrench, and I don't know why it took that long to happen. Some of the timing in this demo kind of confuses me. I don't know if it's that way in the final game, because the game did come out after the demo, and they did say that they were taking criticisms of the demo into account for the final game. And this wall is turning... Stopped mid-turn. Oh, it's the helicopter. But this is not the roof of a building. Well, I can't use the elevator. Okay, now it's working. Hold on. No. It's not turning quite right. Oh. This is in the way. But I can't move that. Anyway, here's our helicopter. This is where we rode to the TranStar building, which is right here. Seems like such a longer distance when you're flying. It's kind of neat that they're doing like this big reveal right now when this kind of seems like something that in another game you might have seen at the end, right? When everything, oh no, it turns out nothing's real, and then everything was fake and you're just on like a set. But now in this one they're just doing it right at the beginning. An error has occurred. You can tell. Some errors are happening right here. Let's see. There's Alex's email. What about the utilities? Rooftop entrance. Scene switching. Right, so they were able to control it from here as well. Test. No, I don't mean to hit that. Let's see. Reset the test rooms. Alright, I guess we did that. Here's a med kit. Take that. Oh. There's a friend. 2 chairs in there. Yeah, so that's the kind of thing they do. Oh, he broke the glass.
Everyone calls them mimics. Be careful.
Right, so the gimmick of this game is that enemies can mimic anything else, and they can just look like anything. So basically you're looking at, say, when you're in a room, you're looking to see if there are 2 of us of the same item, like 2 chairs or what have you, in that case. Oh, here's the image we were supposed to look at. We can't do anything with it. This just kind of reminded me a little bit of the Resident Evil 7 logo. But, I mean, that's not really important right now.
Alex. Simmons, what's going on?
We have a problem.
What about Morgan?
She's alive, sedated.
Clean it up. I'm on my way.
Yeah, we heard about that. And then we woke up in bed, and the day just kind of reset itself. Well, they were able to look on me from above as well. And there's poor Patricia. Strict rules. You wouldn't want the subject to see anything out of place. Combat doesn't feel very solid. So that's the main complaint people have had. Ooh, an apple. I will eat it from the dead body. I don't know, it just feels... doesn't really have like a... it doesn't feel good. See, there are 2 cups right there, so I hit one and it became that thing. It doesn't feel satisfying, I guess. It kind of just feels like I'm swinging my wrench at nothing, and then eventually something dies, but it didn't feel like it was because I was swinging this wrench. Alright, simulation scene. Echelon roof. It's a lot of work to go through to make someone think that they're moving from one building to another instead of just being in the same building. I'm sure there's a good reason for it all. It just seems like it's unnecessarily complex. Oh, poor Joven. Joven? Maybe Joven.
No one has been able to stop the mimics from multiplying since they broke containment. I'm going to help you stay alive. Just a little further.
Let's take this lemon peel and the spare parts. I could hitch some shoes or some towels. No, those are all real. I don't actually know if anything in here is an enemy. But you know, I kind of feel bad about just leaving him out here. This is kind of a nice little area right here. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to carry. I'm not strong enough to throw a dead body. Maybe if, you know, if you continued on this game, maybe you would be able to do that at some point. No, hold on. That's not working. Why can't I jump in there? There we go. Broke through that glass. Let's see. Didn't even see the glass, really. Pull them up in here. There we go. Well, it's not much, but it's the best that I can do for him. Don't forget the med kit. Oh, here's his office. He is talking about keypad, switch, lever, button, computer, mixer, filter, remote manipulation. Non-local and superluminal, maximum entangled state, Shannon entropy make. So he was trying to figure something out. Don't know what it is, but we can take a look at his email. Let's see, next week's test. Area effect, copycat, spooky action. So it looks like he's configuring the test rooms. There's Alex's email, an urgent email. Let's see. Bellamy has some data on him that Alex wants to be secured. All right, I can play my way. We can play our way. Experiment with different approaches to overcome challenges and enemies. I could find the key card, or I could look for an alternate path. I could do both these things. Maintenance access panel. So I actually have not tried that. Let's see if I can jump on that. Whoops. Nope. Okay. Open this. Let's see what we got in here. Do I want to carry that with me? I don't know about that. I'm sorry? Oh, over there. Hey, how you doing?
That was a phantom. Typhon Anthrophantasmus. Keep moving.
Alright, humanoid enemies. They're made of the same black stuff that the spiderish enemies are made of, though. I could fix this if I had repair 1. I do not. So that mimic, it was all kind of frozen by this. Got some ammo to pick up too. So we got the glue cannon. It's not really a weapon. You can create like these puffs of glue, and you can use that to freeze enemies, or I mean you could use it as platforms. What happened to Veer Singh? Well, whatever happened, we can take his stuff. It seems like this gun is apparently key for like speed running and such. Because you can just make platforms to go up to high places if you wanted to do that. You can like freeze enemies like that. Like I glued up that enemy, it was still moving. Where'd it go? There it is. I saw that. No, that's not it.
You won't survive without using them to install new aptitudes. I've already updated your transcribe with the list you requested. Take a look.
I'm sorry, January, but I wasn't paying attention to any of that. I had like these things in here with me. I'm bashing with this wrench. Let's see, but everything I know is about to change. Absolutely everything. Plant clippings.
Robert? Alice, thank God. No one else is...
Where are you?
Hiding. I'm in the conference room. I can't...
Jesus! You're still in the lab?
I can't get out. There's... What the hell is security?
I don't know what's happening, but Robert, you have to get out of there. Come to the elevators. Someone said we're evacuating. Robert?
Shh. Hang on. Someone's coming.
So audio logs, you know the drill. You find the audio logs, the recordings, and you listen to what people were talking about and how this happened, and you find their body, and uh-oh, someone was coming, and it didn't work out well for Robert Gage. You know how it goes. Let's see. Patented skill recorder scans and records all activity in the brain as you perform your special talent. This is then created, it's used to create neuromods, and any person can learn your special talent. So that's how neuromods work. It gives you talents and abilities from other people. The glue cannon, kind of hard to get a good aim with it, so you don't really want to use it as like a primary weapon. You just kind of want to splat it in the general direction of enemies. Like, no, don't do that, game. I don't know why you're doing that. Splat it in the general direction of enemies, like that guy, and maybe I'll hit him, and maybe I'll get him. Yep, there we go. Got him glued. Slows him down. But anyway, where we need to get to is over here, this neuromod. Alright, so stop me if you've heard this before. We're going to take this item, and we're going to inject it into ourselves, and it will give us like a superpower, and like we'll find them all over this place, because that's the big technology they've been working on. You get me now? Alright. Let's see. So we have scientist, we have engineer, we have security. So scientist, we can start off with like physician 1, increases the effectiveness of medkits. We can bypass security, level 1 security on computers and robots. Let's see, lift heavy objects with ease, fix broken stuff. Security, we can increase our health to 115 and become like Captain America, basically. Let's see. So we saw a station that could be repaired, so maybe I'll use it on this to begin with. So of the games that have this kind of thing, I'm thinking that... Oh, hold on.
Now, let's get you to the main lobby.
Of the games that have that kind of thing, that kind of power-up, that's probably the most unpleasant one I've seen. Surely Alex could have developed something that you stick somewhere else than in the eye. It didn't have to be that. You just chose it to be that. Let's see. Where is that station that was broken and we could repair? I think it was before we got the glue gun. Yeah, it was this over here. All right. So, oh, I need spare parts. 1 out of 6. If I find 5 more spare parts, I could come back here, but you know what? I am probably not going to be sticking around. Oh. Where is that? Do you find that scary? Like when the thing pops out? Because whenever I see people talking about this game, they talk about the jump scares. And how they don't like there are so many jump scares. You think that was a jump scare? I don't know. Like when I first started seeing people talking about jump scares, I was thinking, I didn't see any jump scares in the demo. Then I realized what they were talking about was when those enemies would like pop out. Oh wait, that's not what I want. What I want is this. I'm low on health, so let's see. Picked up some stuff. Like, let's see. There we go. Medkit's up there. Restores 30 health points. Let us use that. 64 out of 100. Use another one. Suit integrity. Did I pick up anything that could repair a suit? As it is, I think I'm doing all right. Don't need to repair anything. I don't think I have anything for that. But that's fine. Doing okay. What's this say? So we got 3 floors. And yeah, simulation stage B. So I guess that's where we've been, where like this bigger station has existed outside of our simulation, and for whatever reason, we've been kept here. For reasons that I'm sure will be made clear as the game goes on. All right, here's a loading screen. Now we're entering the lobby. So loading time kind of long, like I mentioned. But we've been at this for a little while since that first loading screen. It's been almost an hour, I think. 50 minutes, let's say. So there was a fair amount of game right there between loading screens. So I don't think a long loading screen is that bad if you have a pretty lengthy amount of time between them. But they are pretty long once you get there. Anyway, January is our mysterious voice, which is telling us where to go. Again, stop me if you've heard that before. January tells us we need to go to the main lobby, and that's where we're heading. And once again, we are loading into a load screen. That's one of my favorite video game things. I'm sure there must be a reason for it. I don't know what it is. Anyway, here we are. Neuromods. We love them. Everyone loves sticking needles into their eyes.
You made it.
Oh, look at this guy.
Your first real view of the world?
Nash Underwood didn't make it, but he gave us something. I like how it's not really a futuristic looking shotgun, but it does have a display on the side of it saying what its ammo is. Oh, got some and that's not what I meant. Neuromods out of that briefcase. So let's see. Here we go. Neuromod X2. All right, so let's see. Since I did this, I could go up to level 2, which is suit modification. I can upgrade my uniform with extra inventory space. You know, for the purpose of the demo, we really don't need to do that. I haven't, let's see, this one, level 1 security measures. I don't remember anything in the demo that really let me do that. Let's see, combat focus. Time slows down around you. Now let's try that. Let's see if we can see any of that happening when we go into battle. I got a new meter at the bottom. There's a purple meter. It says 50. Oh, I'm sorry. We were supposed to be amazed at that we're in space. I'm sorry. I forgot that we were supposed to walk in here. And I was supposed to be looking at this. And oh my god. We're in space. Wasn't the game advertised as being in space? I mean, that's nitpicking. I know. Oh no. The station's exploding.
Careful. You need to get to your office. I've updated your map. There's a video you need to see. I know you have a lot of questions.
Yep, it's all questions. So we have to get to our office. So, we have an office. We're not just like a prisoner here that is in the simulation, but we work here. Our office is somewhere here. And we can see the arrow. It's sort of up. So let's try to go.
Station leadership has issued an alert. All personnel should report to muster stations immediately and await further instructions.
Is there any personnel? Because they seem all to be gone. This isn't working.
Getting around is going to be a problem. The main lift is broken.
Mm-hmm.
The system is telling me it's fine. It's just the diagnostic code is changing every time I make a request. I'll let you know if I find a workaround.
Good morning, Carlos. Warning. Tampering with administrative controls on workstations or keypads may result in electric shock. If you're having trouble accessing a system, please send a help alert to security.
Well, I'll remember to get in touch with security if I have any problems on this station. I don't know if I killed that with the shotgun or if this thing got it. So this is a turret. I'm going to take it with me. Why not? Anyway, let's look around. Let's go upstairs and see where we need to go. Oh, did someone come out? Yep, someone came out. Oh, I need to deploy that. Nope. Need to press X and hold it. Well, that's not working. This is not going as well as I was hoping it would go. Let's shoot this thing. So I kind of just wanted to use this. Okay, there it is, deployed. They can attack the turret. Okay, they broke it. Oh, you saw that? It just turned into a different thing. The thing turned into I died. The thing turned into a different thing. No life signs. Let's see where we start off. Probably when we walk into the lobby, I guess. So, yeah, you can get ambushed by bunches of enemies like that.
Attention. Station leadership.
Oh no, it's right here. That's good.
All personnel should report to muster stations immediately and await further instructions.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was thinking, wasn't there one right here? And yeah, there was. I could just stand over here, wait for it to come by. Not sure if I got it with the glue. Might have. There are a lot of rooms that we could explore. Probably should do that instead of fighting these enemies. Like there's in here.
Good morning, Callie. All personnel should report to their workstation for the day. If you expect to be absent for any reason.
Well, there's bunches. So it's kind of hard to tell when they're doing damage to you. It's definitely the case that when they stand up, that they're attacking. And I guess, like, you can see them extend their tentacles, and they're kind of attacking then, too. Yeah, that was definitely an attack. But besides that, I'm not really getting a great sense of what is hitting me and what is not. I think that was all of them in the room. The music's still going. It'll do that, even if everyone's dead. It's kind of weird that way. Anyway, here's this. TranStar employees who perform exemplary levels are eligible to receive neuromod. So if you do a good job, you too could stick a giant needle in your eye. But only if you do a good job. Maybe I'm too hung up about the needle in the eye thing. Maybe people find it to be worth it. I need a key card to get in there. There we go, the music stopped. So the music is composed by Mick Gordon, who did the soundtrack for Doom, the new Doom. I didn't mean to do that, my finger brushed against the trigger. Let me equip the wrench. Let me just do that. Oh, medkit, I should take that. So it was made by Mick Gordon, so the music's good. The timing of it, the mixing of it is weird in this demo, and again, maybe they fixed that in the main game. Oh, the restrooms. So ominous. Experience the fear of the restroom. And the oddness of how mirrors are not actually mirrors in this game. I guess it would have been a performance hit if they rendered the mirrors, rendered the reflection. It's just kind of weird to have pseudo mirrors that don't actually reflect. It might as well just not have put anything there at all. And in the future, the works of art that will adorn our walls will be screenshots of the Windows screensaver Mystify. It'll be considered high art 15 years from now. That's probably flammable, I would guess. If an enemy ran through that, you could shoot it, blow it up, probably. Need a code to get into IT security. Human resources is blocked, and I'm not strong enough to move the sofa or the tape drive. Don't have the key card to go into maintenance access. Sales division, again, needs a key card. I don't have it. That seems to be as high up as we can go. Let's look for another way.
Scanning target, no Typhon material detected.
Right, it's only... Oh, Shuttle Bay. It's only looking for alien material. So this guy, I mean, I don't think he was shot by the turret. I guess he was attacked by an alien, and then didn't mean to do that. Why do my finger keeps brushing the R trigger, and then I do that? It's my fault. Don't know why he was carrying a lemon peel and a baseball glove, but that's what he died with. Misha died here with frayed wire and spare parts. Let's see, no oxygen here. I cannot access the shuttle bay in the demo. I'm glad it just says that instead of having an in-universe reason for it. It's just, no, this is the demo. You can't do that here. Just tells you straight up. Lets you know. Alright, this is the place where I had all the enemies. And maybe I should just run away a little bit. There's some historical displays on the wall. Assuming I survive this, then we'll take a look at those. Got to keep doing that, too. Don't mean to do that. I mean to go into the inventory and consume a med kit. And what about suit integrity? 25? Yeah, I could use one. There we go. I don't know if there's a reason that we need to have that. Maybe we can use it for crafting. I don't know. Oh, there's one. Well, I mean, if it's just going to hang out over there, we don't really need to pay attention to it. We can just take this neuro mod and look at these exhibits. Showing the history of the place.
A top-secret Cold War negotiation culminates with Americans and Soviets working together on a research facility named Kletka. Kletka, Russian for cage, produces the skeleton and core emergency systems of what will one day become Talos 1.
So this station is a joint effort between the U.S. and the Soviet Union.
1964. After the attempted assassination of Kennedy and Khrushchev's departure, the U.S. pays for the rights to use Kletka as a testing facility. This period, known as Project Axiom, leads to many advancements in next-generation materials and bioscience fundamental to neural modification.
So, in the history of Prey, JFK was not assassinated, and things went kind of different.
1980 to 1994. Geopolitical developments result in a temporary hold on Project Axiom. After the unfortunate Pobeg incident, in which 2 research scientists lose their lives, the Kletka facility is decommissioned and cleaned.
Yeah, we'll never forget the Pobeg incident. It's too horrible to even describe.
2025. The TranStar Board of Directors is established. TranStar purchases and privatizes the Kletka facility with a focus on safety and state-of-the-art upgrades.
And giant needles you stick in your eye to gain superpowers.
2030. Talos 1 becomes fully operational, representing a monument of private space industry. The first neuromod is released, allowing for dramatic enhancement to the human mind and body.
But still, none of that really explains why we were in this experiment
1963.
where we just kept waking up in a fake apartment and moved to a fake helicopter and some sort of testing rooms where we were moving boxes and pressing buttons. Why would we be doing this? And why would our brother apparently be the one who's doing it to us? What did I want to do? Yeah, here's a neuromod. Let's see. Considering that I've been getting hurt kind of a bit lately, maybe I should increase the effectiveness of medkits. There we go. As you've noticed, we've only seen the eye stabbing animation once. They don't seem to do it a second time. Trauma center. We need the key card. Staff lounge. It's blocked off. Oh, video file this way. The executive offices. There's also teleconferencing center. There's a gun, but can't get in there. Well, here's a key card for the trauma center. We can get in there. Let's see. The volunteers are agitated.
Good morning, Talos. Warning. Tampering with administrative controls on workstations or keypads may result in electric shock. If you're having trouble accessing a system, please send a help alert to security.
Well, here's Dr. Bellamy. He's the one who was giving us those tests. With a kind of an odd-looking office. Doesn't look done. The brain was considered too warm, wet, and noisy for quantum processes. But maybe we found a way around the squishiness. Alright, so he's moving into a new office. Sylvain, I'm trusting you with my brain. Oh, it's from us. It's from Morgan Yu. He says that, well, she says that she signed up for this. So perhaps this whole thing was our idea in the first place.
Target, no typhon material detected.
Banana. Uh-oh. Well, it's not getting past the turret anyway. Let's see. OMG Hot Boss is the password.
The code to your office is 0451.
Proximity sensor reset.
I mean, we just find it out here. I don't think we needed to be told. That might be because, like, I think that just might be on a time limit. If you don't find it in enough time, it just tells you. But I mean, we could just, look up Jason's computer. Jason is our personal assistant, but where is he right now? I don't know. We need our personal assistant more than ever. And it just has it on the screen for you, so you don't have to remember what the code is. Fancy.
Welcome back. This has been your home for the last 3 years. The video should be on your workstation.
So a bunch of things that we could take a look at, but we don't really need to. What we need to do, well, first we're going to take this gun. Then we're going to take our, what is that? Teleconferencing access card. Going to take our Neuromod X3. Probably should take a look at that. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. All right, so we have 3. Let's see. Medical increased med kits to 300%. It's not bad. Break down equipment in your inventory into spare parts and recover spare parts. Increase recycling yield. Reduce stamina cost of wrench attacks by 25%. I guess we'll do that. It doesn't really matter, honestly, since we're basically at the end of the demo right now. Well, there's our safe right here. Ooh, our glue cannon ammo fabrication plan. But what we need to do is watch this video. So let's access our computer. We made it. And what we need to do is go to our utilities, and we should watch this video. Make sure we're alone when we hit play.
Hello, Morgan. Tough day, right? If I'm talking to myself, it must be. Your memory's shot full of holes, I know. I'm sorry, but it's permanent. So the first thing you need to know is you can trust January. It's an operator, a sort of backup of you and me. It knows what you've forgotten. We've been testing a new kind of neuromod based on the Typhon organisms, mapping their neural patterns onto ours. The problem is, when you uninstall a neuromod, it resets your memory back to the moment you first put it in. That's why you forget. There's supposed to be a process that brings you back up to speed between test runs. But someone could just skip that part, turn a single day into your entire life. Well, that's exactly what Alex did. The question is, why? You're not going to like what I have to say next.
Damn videos. Sorry, but I can't let you listen to that. Not until I've had a chance to explain everything in person. For now, just... Damn it. I have to go. Just sit tight. Please.
Well, of course, whatever the video was that was going to tell us the answers to everything was interrupted by Alex.
Sorry, Morgan. Alex cut us off from the Looking Glass servers. Time to improvise. I suggest you search Dr. Calvino's workshop in the hardware labs. He invented the looking glass technology. You might find a way to restore the server connections there. I'm looking for another way to help you in the meantime. Good luck.
Technically, as it says here, that is the end of the demo. I mean, if you pre-ordered, you could have gotten the exclusive Cosmonaut Shotgun starter pack, including Morgan Hughes family heirloom Margrave shotgun and tools to fight threats aboard Talos 1. Well, I mean, how can you resist pre-ordering Prey, knowing that you could have had all these things? I mean, it's too late now. Game's out. Can't pre-order it. But even though the demo is over, it's telling us about combat basics. Seems like it's a little late, but even though the demo is over, we can continue to walk around this part of the station. We did pick up a couple of key cards that we can use to open up at places if we wanted to keep looking around. And see what else we might find. Like that guy down there. It's one of those humanoid enemies. We saw one behind some glass before, but we haven't actually fought one.
Scanning target. No Typhon material detected.
Oh. Shot a fireball at this. Oh, but can I... No, I don't have the skills to repair it. But if my... If my engineering skill was high enough, I would be able to. I was going to say I was going to shoot those canisters. They are already blown up. I like how atmospheric the game is, then you have numbers popping off of him. Did he go back the other way? Yeah, there he is. I should probably pop a med kit. Let's do that now. Glue him up! Get him glued! I don't know if that actually did anything. It seemed like he just burned the glue off. Yeah, it slowed him down. So probably what I should do is take another one of these. Let's see, do I have anything I can use to fix my suit integrity? Or did I just use it all? A suit repair kit. There it is. Okay, look at that. I don't have, like the handgun, I don't have it equipped in my quick equip, which I'd use, which I picked with the D-pad. It's not assigned to any of these. Hold on a second. I thought I pressed equip on that. Equip? All right. Okay, there we go. Not sure how much these canisters are hurting him. Tried blowing him up with him right next to him. Doesn't seem like it really did that much. And he's blowing him up himself. Well, it got me. And that's probably a good place to end the demo, since the demo was basically over already. That fiery guy seems to be the hardest enemy in the demo. You can beat him. Like, I beat him the last time I tried this. I just wasn't able to this time. But that's Prey. That's the demo. And it seems alright. It seems pretty good. I do like the basic idea of it, the basic atmosphere. The plot seems alright. I did like the whole transformation at the beginning, like the plot twist where you find out you're just in the same place instead of moving around. And I thought that was a neat effect. I thought that was pretty good. The only thing is that, like I said, the combat just does not feel fun, really. I mean, it's there. You can do it. It's not difficult to do it. It's not like it's bad or like hard to fight enemies. It's not. It's just feels kind of blah. And considering how big of a part combat seems in this game, that's kind of a big deal. Seems like he kind of wanted to be a little bit better than blah. But aside from the combat, it seems okay. I had a good time playing it. I would be interested in seeing what the plot twists might be. What could have been in that video that Alex did not want us to see? It was too hot for Morgan. Well, I guess you could find out if you want, because Prey is out now on the PS4, on the Xbox One, and on the PC. It's out, and you can play it, and this has been the demo of Prey Opening Hour. I read recently that someone has now done a speed run of this game in 20 minutes, so that's kind of funny. That just kind of shows you, I guess, how flexible either how flexible the game is and how you play it, or maybe just glitchy. I don't know which one, because I haven't watched the speed run. But apparently someone did figure out a way to get to the end in 20 minutes. So I'm probably just going to watch that and just take a look. But I don't know. I wouldn't... This seems like it'd be kind of an interesting game to play. But again, you can judge for yourself. It's a spiritual successor to System Shock. And, System Shock originated a lot of the kind of the tropes that we've seen in this demo. I don't know how interesting some of them are at this point, like, listening to the audio logs that people left behind, having a disembodied voice tell you where to go and what to do, because it's kind of been done a whole bunch of times by this point. It's got a whole bunch of times at this point. But still, it seems like it's doing it okay. That's been Prey Demo Opening Hour.